Hello, and welcome to Here by Nature. Today we're going over vaguely the whole book of Luke, but we're really focusing on the key verse, which is Luke 19:10. In the English Standard Version, it reads, "For the Son of Man came to seek and to save the lost." The first key takeaway is Jesus actively seeks those who are far from God. Luke emphasizes that Jesus doesn't wait for people to come to him. He pursues, initiates, and moves towards the hurting, the wandering, and the overlooked. The journal prompts for this key takeaway are: where do I notice Jesus seeking me out, even in seasons when I felt distanced or distracted? Who in my life might Jesus be inviting me to quote unquote seek out with compassion and intentional love? What parts of my heart or habits am I hiding that Jesus may be inviting into his light? The second key takeaway for this verse is salvation is for everyone. No one is beyond God's reach. Throughout Luke's gospel, Jesus extends grace to the marginalized, the sinner, and the outsider. His mission is wide, inclusive, and deeply personal. The journal prompts for the second key takeaway are: where have I believed the lie that certain people, or even myself, are too far gone for God? How does Jesus's inclusive heart challenge my own assumptions or biases? What story from Luke reminds me most of Jesus's radical compassion, and why does it resonate with me? The third key takeaway for this verse is Jesus rescues us into a new way of life. To quote unquote save in Luke's gospel is not just to forgive, it is to restore, heal, and lead us into a new transformed life. Salvation is the beginning of a renewed journey. The journal prompts for the third key takeaway are: what is Jesus currently saving me from? Not just once, but daily. Examples being fear, old habits, old mindsets, control. Where is Jesus inviting me into deeper healing or transformation? How can I respond more fully to the new life Jesus is leading me into this season? There's something beautifully personal about the way Luke tells the story of Jesus. Over and over, we see Jesus stepping towards people others avoid: tax collectors, the broken, the ashamed, the unseen. Luke 19:10 captures the heart of this mission with one simple sentence: Jesus came to seek and to save the lost. Not to wait for them, not to lecture them, but to come close. This is who Jesus is, then and now. Jesus sees us even when we feel hidden in the crowd. He sees us even when we feel unworthy. He moves towards the very places we try to cover up. His pursuit is not harsh, it's tender. Luke shows us a Savior who knocks on the doors of messy lives and calls us by name, not because we're perfect, but because we're deeply loved. And this salvation he brings isn't just about forgiveness, it's about restoration. Jesus doesn't simply rescue us from something, he rescues us into something: a renewed, healed, transformed way of living. In his presence, shame loses its grip, old patterns begin to loosen, and hope becomes possible again. But the mission of Jesus doesn't stop with us. As his followers, we are invited to carry the same heart, to seek, to move forward. and to love those around us who may feel lost or forgotten as well. Salvation in Luke isn't just a moment, it's a movement. It's Jesus working in us and then working through us. So, today, let your heart rest in this truth. You are not overlooked, you are pursued. You are being restored. And Jesus invites you to join him in his mission of love. One person, one conversation, one act of compassion at a time. And hopefully you heard whatever it is that you needed to hear today. And until next week, friends, I'll see you then, and have a blessed one.